Today on the channel, we dive into one of Canada's greatest exports in the legends of Lucha Libre, New York Comic-Con exclusive, Vampiro.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Legends of Lucha Libre unboxing and review. And today we got one of the all-time legends of the old squared circle in Vampiro. But for all your Vampiro needs, looks like Big Bad Toy Store for this one, as it was originally a New York Comic-Con exclusive, but then the team said, hey, Big Bad Toy Store bought all the products, making it no longer a New York Comic-Con exclusive, more like a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. Now, there was a couple that got out for an autograph signing, apparently, at New York Comic-Con with Vampiro, but for all intents and purposes, we should just call this a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. So that's where you got to go if you want this one. And, of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there, and we got a little cool packaging with this one, and a lot of the charm of this one here is obviously in the packaging, and we've had a couple of coffin packaging styles in the past in wrestling. I think most recently AEW, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But a cool looking one here of Vampiro. Vampiro, one of the greatest of all time. Maybe not thought of like the Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, Hulk Hogan and the bunch, but really for Mexican wrestling and even here in America, a huge, huge star. And I guess you could say a worldwide star really at the end of the day. But Vampiro done a lot for wrestling. Maybe not to the average Joe out there, but for the hardcore wrestling fans, they know the power of Vampiro. And I'm here for the power of Vampiro as well, as I've been a fan for a heck of a long time. You know he had me at face paint once upon a time as well. He also dabbled in some Juggalo business. I like to try to forget that portion of his career. We saved the Juggalo stuff for Detroit fans, like good friend of the channel, Jeff George, really a Juggalo at the end of the day, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe I'm totally wrong on that. Jeff will have to fact check that next time he's here. But the ICP never did anything for me really in wrestling and stuff. But I would take a figure pack of them for the oddities and maybe even for a little bit of Vampiro stuff. Now, we do know this isn't the only boss fight Vampiro figure. We've had two in the past. I have another one that should be on my way to me very soon, so we'll dive into that one when that time does come. But let's take a look at this one first. How about we got the old coffin there. For some reason, I thought the packaging on this one would be a little bit bigger, so it is about the size of a figure. It's not overly big at all, but it is a very cool coffin. I could see people, if I was a little kid, I'd be keeping this coffin, probably using this to play with and stuff. But you got Vampiro, you got Legends of Lucha Libre, and it does say 8 and up. You 7-year-olds, get the heck out of here. You could probably fit in one of these. Legends of Lucha Libre on the side, boss fight. Legends of Lucha Libre on the side, boss fight. Looking very cool with kind of the background there. Almost reminds me of Black Sabbath album cover during the Heaven and Hell days. All shout out to Ronnie James Dio, of course. And then you got the Vampiro figure here. A very cool modern-day Vampiro. That's one cool thing that is a selling point for me on this one, is I like the idea of a modern-day Vampiro. Still working, not quite what he once was, but we could say that about everybody. Every single day you get a little bit older, of course. But a very cool punk-rocking look right there with old Vampiro. Get some jibber-jabber down low. I don't think anything special. Includes figure, alternative head, alternate hands, and removable vest. How about that? How about that? Then, of course, inside of the package, you get Vampiro in all of his glory right there laying in the coffin. Then we got a big blurb over here. Let's see what it says about Vampiro on the side. Aliases, Vampiro Canadiense. Sure, Vampiro Casanova. Oh, yeah, Casanova. Championships held. We can read through that, of course, on the picture. Lucha Adventures hair versus hair wins, including wins over Pirato Morgan, Sangria Chicana, one of the all-timers, Aaron Grundy, and Ray Bucanero. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. From the moment he arrived in the scene in Mexico in 1991, oh my gosh, what a time to be alive. The Canadian Vampire was a Lucha Libre superstar Demand for his matches led to a historic run where he would often wrestle in 3 different cities in one day. He would go on to even transcend lucha, being featured in mainstream magazine and on telenovelas. Oh, yes, love those. Vampiro's career would then extend worldwide into Japan and the U.S., including multiple title reigns in the notoriously violent AWA in Puerto Rico. He has had many looks over the years, from long braided hair, young heartthrob, to gothic ghoul, to face-painted misfit, to his modern rockabilly vampire look, captured both in his limited edition figure and his comic book series, Vampiro Rockabilly Apocalypse, and that's what he was signing autographs for at New York Comic Con. Now I'm going to try to figure out how to open this up without absolutely destroying the packaging on this one, and it looks like I'm just going to follow the tape around the coffin, I guess is what I'm going to do, and we'll see if that works out for me. We'll see how it works out. There it is. I think that's it. That should work. Okay, it works. It looks like it right there. So you got the clear coffin. Like I said, you could use this coffin if you want to. Hold on to that. A gentle off to the side. See you later. Goodbye. And how about a little plastic prison? A little Vampiro plastic prison. Looking good. Got the extra hands with him right here. Got the extra head. Got the hard goods vest on this one. And if I'm not mistaken, he's been rocking some Zach Wilde Black Label Society vest as of late. See you later. Gentle off to the side. Not so gentle off to the side. See you later. And we got Vampiro out of the package right here. And right off the bat, I can tell this is a Boss Fight Legends of Lucha Libre, more basic style figure. This isn't the deluxe one like the one we're going to unbox hopefully sometime in January. Stay tuned to the channel, of course. But boy, this one does look very good for what it is. Just not going to have all the bells and whistles in the articulation for us here. But we'll dive into that in a second here. Let's get to these hands. 2 gripping hands out of the package. He's got those hitchhiker hands. He's ready to go. He's ready to hitchhike. He's ready to give you the thumbs down. Who knows what he's up to. We got the tattoos on the hands as well. And then you got 2 Vampiro Fists of Fury. When all else fails, he's going to be throwing some fists all the way up from, wasn't he from Toronto? Thunder Bay? Was he from Thunder Bay? I've always wanted to go to Thunder Bay. It's the closest Toys R Us to me, so I'm tempted to make a journey up there. But let's dive into the head sculpts on this one. Right out of the package, we got the ghostly face white here. He's going to join Papa and the gang from the band Ghost, it looks like here, but looking very good. Got good lipstick, and I tell you what, even with that paint on, I could tell this is Vampiro. This is a very good head sculpt. He does got that Brian Setzer, Sands Orchestra, more Stray Cats era hairdo going on the top there. Got the little poomph there. I guess that's the rockabilly portion of him. He did go full tattoo on the side of the head. That's commitment to get those tattoos on the side of your head, of course. Got the crosses on there. It does say faith. Looking good. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. He's playing those human heads. Can't complain about the face paint. And then you got the regular head sculpt, I guess we'll call it. No face paint, whatever you want it. Unmasked, unface painted. Sure. Same hairdo going on. Basically the same head, just a different paint. You got a little bit of goatee going on. You got those face tattoos going there as well. Same on the back of the head. So how do you like your Vampiro? You got to choose your own adventure. I like both of these heads here. I really do like both of these heads. Both looking very, very nice for old Vampiro. But now we're going to dive into this one. And I guess we'll start with the vest. Now the vest is removable, hard plastic, of course. Akin to a heavy metal head and the Legion of Doom here. As you got spikes up there, all kinds of stuff going on. Love the leather there, giving that rockabilly apocalypse look. Really looking nice. Now you got a t-shirt underneath as well. Looking good, painted on t-shirt. Now tattoos throughout on Vampiro. Up and down both of his arms, on his neck. All over the place. A guy that is not scared of a tattoo parlor. He says, bring it on. I'll take every one. Give me all the tattoos in the place. That's what I'm going to take. He goes to those tattoo books and looks through it and says, give me the whole book. That's what he says. Shout out to Vampiro, not scared of any tattooing needles. Got some white wrist tape on him there. We already went over the hands here. Then on the bottom half, pretty plain Jane compared to everything else. Black pants, black boots. Ready to go, ready to fight the world is what he's ready to do there. Now, articulation, head's going to be removable. Up, down, back, forth, side to side. Pretty good articulation in the head there. Arms all the way around, very stiff on the arms. You do get the side to side, of course. Single jointed elbows. Oh my gosh, extremely tight on there. So I'm going to have to heat that one up. I usually don't have to heat many figures up. I'm going to have to heat that one up. Hands back and forth, side to side. Waist articulation, you kind of got that ball joint there. So you get a little bit of hula hoop. Once again, extremely tight right there. You do get the leg that goes up, very tight, but will go up there. Single jointed knee, back and forth. Oh, there it is. Boot cut, a little stuck, but ankles back and forth, side to side. I will say the ankles are the loosest on these type of figures. I've seen a lot of them, including the former Vampiro figures we've unboxed on the channel, a little looser than I would like them to be in the ankle department. So it's super tight joints and then loose in the ankles is what I've noticed with these. So we do get that there. Now, it is a little bit difficult to fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Vampiro's hole just not big enough. You just got to stretch that hole. He's got to do some hole work is what he needs to do. But you got to just kind of work it in there, but it will go in. You just got to work it slowly. You got to take it slow. You got to take it real slow. You might even need a little bit of lube, maybe something in there to help it get in. Your mileage may vary. Your mileage may vary. Just safety first. That's what I'm going to say right there. But he could, if you really want to work it, he can work his hole. You can get that in there. All in all, a little tight on the articulation. Obviously not the elite articulation, which takes the people out of the game. I understand it. But man, for a modern day Vampiro figure, this looks really cool. This is one of those ones I would have on a shelf and you walk by and whoa, that one catches my eye. That's pretty cool. And you know I'm displaying this one with the face paint. You got to go face paint if you have to choose. A very, very fun figure for the whole package. Maybe some limitations in the articulation, but the overall look and then the packaging makes this an absolute fabulous figure here in 2024 from the boss fight. Can't wait for the rest of them. Laredo Kid, Tenoblis, I think, Taya, Valkyrie, and Vampiro. That is the next wave. Hopefully I'll have those sooner rather than later. I guess stay tuned to the channel for those. But man, oh man, I do like this one. I do like this one a whole lot. Now, I did get 2 other Vampiros in the past. Unboxed both of these on the channel. Like I said, we got another one on the way as well, but very cool to build out a Vampiro collection. Of course, before all of this, you had to go back to the CMLL OSFTM wave, and you had to go to the Toy Biz stuff, which Toy Biz absolutely hot garbage, you know, here on the channel. We don't like our Toy Biz, we don't like our R3s, and we definitely don't like our Titantrons. That's where we draw the line here on this very YouTube channel. But this Vampiro, I'm crossing the line for. I'm here for this. Would be very cool to get the Black Label Society patchwork on the back here, maybe some stickers or something. That could be good for a customizer if that is your thing. But all in all, a figure I really do enjoy, figure I really do like. Feels like he's ready to take on Sting. Well, maybe not in this incarnation, but back in the day, for sure. But there it is, Vampiro Limited Edition. Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, really, at this point. What are your guys' thoughts? A pickup, pass, long game, no game? I'm not sure game. Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you. If you can believe it, we got more content, and it's over there on the old Patreon. And Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring every single day. Appreciate each and every one of you guys out there, and the gals too, Don't forget ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram, and now on TikTok. And of course, my book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstar Series, almost 700 pages, now available on Kindle. Check it out if you have not. So for Mr. Vampiro, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.